What up, world? I'm Steve, founder and CEO of CryptoCareerUniversity.com, home of the #1 crypto classes. This is where we keep crypto simple. Today, another exciting video, emergency update on the Bitcoin Golden Cross. If you're new here, join the movement, hit that subscribe button right now, and everybody hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you. It's great to see you. I'm so excited. It's Wednesday. I'm very excited about this video. Can't wait to jump into it. We have to start with something even more exciting and more important. We're having the biggest sale we have ever had in company history, and the time is almost up. Time is running out. Sale is almost over. This is your last chance to get these classes this cheap. You have been wanting to get these classes. Today is the day you put your foot down and get these classes. It's time to stop gambling and get a strategy. It's time to stop looking at prices all day on your phone and get a strategy. It's time for you to start making winning trades. Here's how to sign up. You're going to sign up to the Diamond Combo if you've been in crypto just a few months. It'll be the very first link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. You're going to sign up to the Gold Combo if you've been in crypto around 1 year. This is by far our top seller, the one all my students rave about, the Gold Combo if you've been in crypto around 1 year. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. Save $900 with this gold. And the biggest question I'm getting asked is, Steve, which class should I take? Which is the best for me? If you have that question, email me right now and I'll make sure we set you up with the classes that are best suited for you and your needs. info@CryptoCareerUniversity.com. We look forward to welcoming you in and changing your life. This is going to be a legendary video, a very exciting video as we approach the Golden Cross. You can see on your screen it is very, very close. The Golden Cross is something that we talked about at length for several months. It's a monumental shift in the market. Put simply, there's only two types of markets. There's a bear market and a bull market. And a lot of folks are asking, well, Steve, how do we know when we shift from a bear to a bull? There are two ways. Number one, a Golden Cross. Number two, price action above the 200-day. Right now we have price action above the 200-day. We don't yet have a Golden Cross. Those are the two check marks we need to officially enter a bull market. So we have been in this type of market where prices fell from 20,000 all the way down to 3,000. We have been in a bear market, meaning we had the exact opposite of a Golden Cross. A Golden Cross, the 50-day moving average, crossing above the 200-day. We had the exact opposite happen back here, and we were way ahead of the game. This is when prices were back around 10,000 and everybody was predicting we were going to the moon. But just using simple technical analysis and looking at the right things, we made this video back here on March 16th, 2018, calling for a death cross. In this video, we called for prices to decline for the next year and that we would be in a bear market for the next year because of a death cross. And again, that's just because we kept it really simple. We weren't focused on the news or any of the fluff or any of the drama going on in crypto, just the evidence in the chart. So the death cross really pushed prices down for the following year, and this Golden Cross is going to do the exact opposite. These are really powerful, drastic moves, and we're going to remember the Golden Cross. We're going to look back on the Golden Cross in 2 years from now, in 3 years from now, and think, wow, boy, was that an incredible opportunity. And we are so close. So close. So again, these monumental shifts in the market, we're going to take a deep dive today and give some brand new evidence. We're also going to go over several new charts. Some of them are going to absolutely knock your socks off. But what's important are these big market shifts. A lot of times folks are so interested in, oh, what is Bitcoin going to do today? What is Bitcoin going to do tomorrow and the next day? That's not where you make money. That's piddly money, and it causes you way too much stress, and it takes up way too much of your time. If you really want to dominate and change the fortune of your family, you have to focus on the bigger picture, and that's where we spend all of our time with our videos, with really high quality learning in every one. So we look for these big shifts like we did when, remember, we made several videos, 3, 4, 5 videos about the 3-day death cross. And we made that back here and we said, look, the 3-day death cross is coming exactly 280 days after our first bottom. And we're going to have a drastic fall, more than likely down to our 200-week moving average. And eventually, that's exactly what happened. We had a 3-day death cross exactly on this bar. We fell down to our 200-week moving average, and everyone was in absolute panic. The whole market was really fearful. There was a lot of fear in the market. Everyone thought we would go lower. We made this video and called for a legendary rally. This ended up being the largest rally in 1 year, as you can see here. But again, we just kept it super simple. Right? We didn't do anything special. There's nothing special that we did. There's nothing special about us, but we knew what to look for based on my 18 years experience and just kept it simple. That's it. So here's what we're going to really dive into. We've got 8 things to talk about on these charts, and then we're going to get into some other charts that are incredible. It's Wednesday, guys. I'm so excited. Whew. Okay, let's jump into it. First, higher highs. Huge. Watch this. For the entire bear market, we have had a high followed by a lower high, followed by a lower high, followed by a lower high. We've done that for well over a year. Lower high, lower high, lower high. We're walking down the stairs. And we made that very clear that that was going to be the case. However, we just changed the trend in a big way. We made our high here, and we came up and we retested our high, right? And then we made our first higher high. Legendary. This is big. This is big. So we need to really pay attention to the big picture structure. Our first higher high. We need to be excited about that. The next, we're above the 200-day moving average. Well, when's the last time we were above the 200-day moving average? Before the death cross. We didn't have price above the 200-day way back in March. We didn't have that. We didn't have it. So when you're above the 200-day, this is incredible because there's only 2 things you need to do to enter a bull market. Highly recommend you write this down in your notes. Get yourself a sticky pad because you're going to use this information for years to come. When you enter a bull market, there are 2 check marks we need. Number 1, price above the 200-day. Check. We have that. The second is a golden cross. That's it. It's the exact opposite when you enter a bear market. You need prices below the 200-day. And you need a death cross. That's it. It's really simple. That's how you know we're entering a bear market or a bull market. That's it. Those 2 check marks. So you can clearly see what's happened then. Now, the number 3, after March, for the past handful of months, we've said, look, once March is finished, the charts will become very clear because we don't use emotion to make these videos. These videos are not my opinions. It's only the evidence in the charts. We never use news or any of this drama or any of this BS. No paid ads here. Our words are not paid for. It's straight from my heart, straight to your ears based on my experience, but just the evidence in the chart. And we said in so many videos for months, guys, wait till we finish March. The charts will become clear. And boy, did they ever. Because on April 1st, we made a video and we did a funny April Fool's. But in that video, we said, look, the momentum has changed. For the first time in over 400 days, we had a monthly cross up on our stochastic. For the first time in over 400 days, we had a MACD cross up. These things hadn't happened in over 400 days. They happened. We made the video on April 1st, and then you can see prices went up here, and everyone got really excited. So there's a lot of excitement, still a lot of greed in the markets in today's Bitcoin price of whatever it is, 5,002, right? This is going to be exciting. Watch number 5. So I let you guys know we met our first higher high. That's pretty exciting. However, take a look at this. Back in 2015, we made our first high. We matched it. We crossed above the 200-day and we made our higher high. That's exactly what we did today. So you look at our first high, we matched it, we crossed above the 200-day in a high. You can see this. You can see we made our first high, our second high, matched it, and then we crossed above the 200-day and made our first higher high. But what happened next was monumental. You can see that we're in this move here very clearly. And then what happened next, this high was phenomenal. This high made a lot of people a lot of money and lost a lot of people a lot of money. And I want you guys to be ready. I want you to be ready for this move, and we're going to cover it in detail. So make sure you subscribe right now with notifications on. We're going to be doing this in an upcoming video. I want you to be ready for it. To control emotion, stay level-headed, focused on the charts, keeping it simple, and we will be ready for this drastic, monumental move. So number 6. Before we really dig into the golden cross, we have to focus on just the structure and the evidence so that we have a clear vision, a clear understanding, and then we're going to get in some charts that are just going to knock your socks off. So is the bottom in? This is a huge topic, and we covered it on our recent Twitter poll. More than 1,700 humans answered our Twitter poll, and it's very interesting to see the results. So you can jump over to our Twitter at CryptoCrewU to go see the results of that poll from 1,700 humans. But the short story is, we don't care. It doesn't matter if the bottom is in or not. There's obviously a lot of evidence to support it is. It looks pretty clear that it is, but it's irrelevant. If you have a strategy, you could care less if the bottom is in or not, because your strategy is going to always guide you in a way to make a substantial amount of money no matter what Bitcoin does, right? So that's what's important. Again, the bottom is like a sexy thing that the media talks about, and it's interesting to see the perspective. So we ran a poll when prices are up here. We're going to run another poll when I believe that prices will be somewhere around 4,000. We'll run another poll maybe in another month and a half from now, and then we'll see what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's going to flip-flop, but we'll have to check it back in on that. So a new chart later. That's what we're going to get into. Really, really phenomenal stuff. But look, the golden cross, we're getting very close, but there's a few key things that we have to keep in mind in order to understand this golden cross and really to understand how to look at the charts when this happens. After it happens, structurally, we need to be ready because we're in this type of move now. We're up here, and one of the clear things that we need to talk about is what happens next. What should we be focused on right now? Let's get into it. This is a review coming in from John P. Really interesting story. Take a listen to this. John P. got into crypto and just started losing a ton of money. And John P. said to himself, you know what? I'm going to learn on my own. I can do it. John P. read a bunch of books, did a bunch of research, watched a bunch of videos, and kept losing. He realized he was just gambling with his money and found me on YouTube and decided to take my classes. John P., after finishing my classes, in his first trade, made 182%. An absolute game changer. If you're in John P.'s shoes right now, you know you're gambling, you thought you could do it by yourself, you read a bunch of books, watched a bunch of videos, and you're still losing, it's time for you to make a change today, because my classes are having the biggest discount we have ever had. My classes are changing lives all around the world, and the sale is almost over. Time is running out. This is your last chance to sign up. Put your foot down, and you could be John P. next, making those huge gains, having your friends and family absolutely proud of you. Here's how to sign up. You're going to sign up to this diamond combo if you've been in crypto just a few months. It'll be the first link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. Save $1,300 right now. Absolutely incredible opportunity. You're going to sign up to this gold combo if you've been in crypto around 1 year. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. $900 savings with this. It unlocks, it comes with 7 bonus classes. This is a game changer. These classes are changing lives every day around the world, and you are going to be next. The biggest question I'm asked is, Steve, what's the best class for me? What should I sign up for? Email me right now with your experience. I will make sure we get you into the best classes suited for you. Email me at info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. We look forward to welcoming you in. Now, let's get to some monumental charts. Be ready. Be ready. This one's going to give you some chills. So what we're looking at here is a weekly chart. And again, as we set the stage for this golden cross, I need you to pay attention to this. Pay attention to the dates for a second here. We're going to jump into price action a little deeper. We've got our 3 moving averages, the most important moving averages on a weekly chart that happen to be the 200 week, which, remember, we called for that death cross. We called for a dramatic drop from 6K down to 3K, where our 200 week moving average is. We've got the 20 week and we've got the 50 week. Why is this important? Take a look at the structure here. We had our bottoming on the 200 week. We crossed above. So step 1, bottoming at the 200 week. Step 2, cross above the 20 week. Step 3, rejection from the 50 week. So bottom, cross above the yellow, rejection by the green. Really simple. And we've never touched the green, right? You can look back in history. We hadn't really played with the green up until this point. Let's look at what happened back here, right? So when we go back, and again, we've been comparing the past bear market to this one for well over a year. That's why we've been incredibly accurate. We're not keeping it, really complicated and looking at Elliott waves and this theory and that theory and the news and the ETF and Chinese New Year and all of these ridiculous concepts that say we're going back to the moon. We stayed level head. We removed emotion. We kept it simple. Look at step 1, bottom. Step 2, cross above the yellow. Step 3, rejection from the green. There's a lot of evidence that say we are right here. Take a look at the date, mark it down, remember it. January 6th. Put that right here. Sorry, July 6th. July 6th right here. Put July 6th in the memory bank. There's a lot of evidence that suggests we are right here in this move and about to be rejected down slowly by the 50 week. Again, these are not 4-hour candles. These are weekly candles. It took us, several months, 3 months to get back above, to get back to rejection here by the 50 week. 3 months. So we've got some time. But again, remember this July 6th. And the reason I'm going to show you in a second. So as we're in this move, it's very clear that we are in this specific move right now. Let's take a look at the RSI. We're going to jump into this chart for a second. The RSI has some substantial resistance right here at about 58. But why? What direction do we always look? Do we look right? Do we look left? What if we want to know what's going to happen in the future? We look left. That's right. So let's look left. Let's see why this is substantial. Well, we know that, okay, we held critical resistance twice right here, back on June 2nd and July 6th. Steve, I just got some chills. Do you mean to tell me that where we were in price action when we had that substantial rally on July 6th and we were rejected by our green 50-week moving average, do you mean to tell me the RSI was at almost the exact level that it was many years ago? Yes, I do. Did you just get chills? Did you just have the chills? It gets a little better. Watch this. Not only were we right at, look at where this price action was, rejected by that level. Here. Rejected by the level here. You can see where the RSI was. Look at where the stochastic was. Red at 100. Red at 100. Well, where are we now? Red at 100. We are directly in this move where everyone's getting really excited. Hey, we're going to go a lot higher. Prices are going to be 6,500, 700 before you know it. It's just not in the cards. It's just not in the cards. And we're going to stay a couple steps ahead of the other humans. Stayed level-headed, remove emotion, and this is really powerful stuff. And most people will say, well, Steve, is it really that simple? Crypto is really simple. It's really, really simple. A lot of people overcomplicate it, and they're looking at the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and they're really stressed, and they're using so much of their time to make so little money. You have to take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and you will make substantially more money, but only if you know how to control emotions and you have a strategy. You cannot gamble. Unfortunately, it breaks my heart. There's so many folks just gambling. I hate to see it. That's not monopoly money. That's real money you're gambling with. Please don't do that. So it's really simple. We're right here. Really powerful stuff. Now let's dig deeper. Let's look at this golden cross. Let's understand what needs to happen now, what structure we're in now, and what to look for. We've got our 5 things we're going to discuss right now. Number 1 is what phase we're in. We talked about it. We're in phase 1. Phase 1 is where excitement starts to build. Phase 1 is where you've had downward price action. Again, these phases are textbook phases. This is not something I came up with or created some fluffy theory to give to you to convince people of things. No, these are textbook theories. Everything that we talk about in our videos is never my opinion. It's evidence in the charts. And that's how our videos have been able to be really powerful and bring people together, because you're learning in every single video. We're in phase 1. Phase 1 is when you have downward price action and you turn a corner. You shift the momentum. The momentum starts shifting, and that's what we've done here. Phase 2 starts when you have a golden cross. So can we get excited when we have this golden cross? No. Is this golden cross an absolute guarantee? No. And I'll get into it in a moment. What we need to happen is phase 3, and that's where it becomes official. That's where it becomes, hey, we are full throttle in a bull market. All the check marks align, and it's 100% official. Phase 3 is not only do you have the golden cross, phase 3 is when you hold support on the 200-day moving average, and that's what really this red line here, the 200-day moving average, is what guides the entire shift of the bull market. It holds us up. It's so powerful. It holds price action up for the entire bull market. It's very important that this has to happen. And if we look back in history, we know that, okay, we're here, remember, in this move. We're on a daily chart, so it looks a little bit different than the weekly chart, but we're here. We're around here, right? When we had this golden cross before, it was really short-lived because we only reached phase 2. Take a look. If we zoom in here, phase 2 is when you have the official golden cross, and then we moved over and we tried to hold support. Again, support is that phase 3. If you don't have that, it's not officially a bull market. We tried to hold support here and we broke through it, and we didn't get back through it for a while, right? So what we need to understand is, even if we have some short-lived golden cross here towards the end of April, we can't get too excited until it officially reaches phase 3. So that's incredibly important to keep in mind right now. So yeah, essentially phase 2 back in the day was a fake out. Okay, so we're ready for it. We're absolutely ready for it. So the big question right now is, well, Steve, When will we reach phase 3? What does it look like? What is the structure of the chart saying in terms of when we're going to reach phase 3? Let's take a deeper dive. If we look back at history, and we're getting close, we're going to look at a really powerful chart here in a minute. When we look back at history, you can see that, okay, we had this, it was short-lived, but let's just take some simple measured moves. Let's look at our high point of when we were really rejected by that 50-week until we had our official golden cross, which was in October area back in the day. So just from a time perspective, we're talking about 3 months-ish, about 100 days, 109 days from when we were at our high to when we actually had a golden cross. So let's take that number today and see where that would put us, because in several videos in the past, when we talked about the golden cross maybe a month or two ago, we talked about that July-ish time frame. Does that still hold weight? So we talked about from the high price, about 100 days, 109 days. Let's just go 109 to see what would happen. It puts us around that July-ish time frame for us to have an official golden cross. So we're still sticking to our guns. This is something that we talked about months ago when we made a video about the golden cross. It's still holding true. And let's take another look. So when we had the official golden cross, remember, phase 3 is when we hold support. You can see that we never touched the 200-day moving average again. We held support here, boom, and we kept going. That 200-day holds the weight of all the price action of crypto on its shoulders. Incredibly powerful to understand that concept. You can see how many times we came down, boom, support, boom, support, boom, support, boom, support, support. We never, and again, how do you know we're entering a bear market? Price moves below the 200-day and you have a death cross. It's really that simple. People try to overcomplicate crypto, talking about, oh, look at the 1 hour chart and the 4 hour, and prices are going to go up and then down and then up and then down. We keep it really simple. This is what to look at in the big picture. If you want to make substantial money, this is what you pay attention to. Don't try to pick up pennies from the street trying to trade all these short time frames. Look at the big picture, see the big picture, and then make substantially more money and have a lot less stress. So that's why these videos are really powerful. That's why our classes are so powerful. That is the outlook. Now, let's jump into a chart that's pretty interesting. It's something that I saw in the comments. It's an indicator that I've never covered before because it's really new. I usually cover indicators that I personally have been using for 18 years. Now I'm going to show you an indicator that's really new. It's just for Bitcoin, right? And I reached out to the creator of this. I haven't heard from them. I've gotten a lot of messages from you that say, hey, Steve, the creator of this indicator won't respond to anybody. So I don't know the story. I think if he watched our videos, he would 100% respond because there's no BS in our videos. Now, this is called the NVT. And simply put, the folks in the comments said, hey, Steve, when this indicator flashes red in the history, we've had dramatic drops. What do you think? What do you say about this indicator? What is your opinion on this indicator? Because look, we had flashing red here, we had a significant drop. We had flashing red here, we had a significant drop. We had flashing red here when we called the 3-day death cross, significant drop. And you can see into the future, the past, of Bitcoin. And every time we flashed red, significant drop. I'm going to cover this in more detail in an upcoming video. I definitely want to talk to the creator of this indicator and get the backstory, because I don't like to talk about anything unless I'm an absolute wizard at it, until I've absolutely mastered it. Given that this is a new indicator, I played with it. I found some settings that are substantially more accurate than these settings here, the 90, 113, 150, 45, especially on different time frames. So I like it. I think that this person did a great job with the indicator, just predicting conceptually market tops and market bottoms, right? But if you want to talk a market bottom, we didn't flash green here. If you want to talk about a market bottom here, we didn't flash green. But there are other settings that have more signals that I discovered, but it's very fascinating. And I will say, obviously, we do have a red signal here. If you play with the signals settings, there is no red signal here. So it's very interesting to see how this is going to play out. But again, I like how we have been approaching the charts with a really clear mind and using the 2019 to 2015 analogy, which we've been using for well over a year. And that's how we have called the biggest moves, these really big moves. We called the two biggest downfalls in crypto last year, the 1-day death cross and the 3-day death cross. And we also called the 3 biggest rallies of last year. So instead of getting really caught up in the news and the ETF and BACT and all of these different things, in Chinese New Year and tax season and October rally and all of these emotional opinions, we just use the facts, and they always led us in the right direction. So we'll continue to do that, but I do like to show you guys some other outlooks, some other perspectives that are really valuable. So we are always learning on this channel, and expect more detail of this indicator in some different settings that I played with in a future video. So make sure you subscribe right now. Hit that button right now, hit that subscribe and hit the bell, and we'll be on our way. Now, what I would like to read is on the Twitter. So at Crypto Crew U is us. This is a student that says, quote, "Just locked in my first trade since taking your courses, and it was an incredible one." So keep up the great work to Rush. Rush is here, and I want you to be next. I want you to put your foot down today and say, you know what? I've been gambling with my money. I know I've been gambling with my money, and I need a strategy. And I know Steve's classes are changing lives around the world, and I want to be next. This is the time you put your foot down, and this is the time you sign up. It's time to stop gambling. It's time for you to get a strategy. We are having the biggest sale in company history. This is your last chance. The time is ticking and winding down. The sale is about to end. Your last chance to get the classes at this cheap. Do not miss out on this opportunity. You have an opportunity on a golden platter right in front of you. You're going to sign up to the diamond combo if you've been in crypto just a few months. It'll be the first link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. Save $1,300 right now. You're going to sign up to the gold combo if you've been in crypto around 1 year. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. Save $900. Your biggest question may be, well, Steve, which class is best for me? I want to write me an email right now with your experience, and I'll set you up with the absolute best classes for you in your situation. Email me right now, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com, and we'll get you set up. But this is our top seller by far. This is the one that's changing lives around the world. The gold combo, highly recommend if you've been in crypto around 1 year. Okay, Steve's secrets to success. A couple big announcements, including some powerful Steve's secrets to success. I want to start with something brand new, something we've never done before, and I believe it's going to be something really fun. What I want to do is do a $100 Bitcoin giveaway. And we talked about giving in the last video. Let me know your comments, because I asked you to try giving this past week. I want to know your story, and I'll shout somebody out in the next video with something really inspiring. So let me know your story now. But here we'll take it a step further to really give back. $100 Bitcoin giveaway in every video from here on out. Here's how to enter the drawing. Here's how to qualify for the drawing. You've got to do 4 things. Here's the 4 things that you need to do. Number 1, you have to subscribe. You got to come down here, and if you're watching on the phone, scroll down a minute, hit that red button, boom. Make sure you're subscribed, and you need to turn on the bell with the little wings. That's number one. If you're watching on a laptop, just scroll down here, make sure that is checked. This is how to enter the drawing of a $100 giveaway every week. $100 of Bitcoin, by the way, not just fiat money. We're talking the real stuff. So that's number 1 and 2. Subscribe and bell. The next thing you need to do is come to the website, cryptocrewuniversity.com. Subscribe to the email list. Put your email right above my head and hit the subscribe. That's the third thing that you need to do. So you've got subscribe, bell, email list. The fourth thing is Twitter. Go right here to Twitter, CryptoCrewU. Go follow there right now. That's it. That's how to enter the drawing. I think it'll be fun to give people $100 of Bitcoin, especially if it's in countries of more need than others. I think it'll be really rewarding for me. But even if it's in the U.S. or Australia or the UK or Canada or Germany or the Netherlands, wherever it is, we're not going to be judgmental of where somebody lives. $100 of Bitcoin is pretty good. So that's how to enter the drawing, and we'll announce it towards the end of the video, every video from here on out. Let's see what else we have in store. Oh, yeah. Again, just the biggest question that we're getting asked is, Steve, I have this experience. Which classes are best for me? Email me right now at info@cryptocrewuniversity.com so I can make sure you get into the right classes. Okay, Steve's secrets to success. This one is a powerful one. This one is very legendary, and we'll start it with some information that you've never heard from me. I'm a big sports guy. I've never talked about sports here, but I have 2 favorite sports that are substantially more powerful, more passionate of mine compared to, I love sports, but there are 2 that stand above. I'm wondering, what do you think my 2 favorite sports are? I'll break it down for you right now. Number 1, basketball. Number 2, golf. These are things that are so passionate for me, and I make sure that I do them as often as I possibly can. And today's secrets to success is based on Tiger Woods, who just did something monumental. However, what he just did is really similar to what it takes to be a professional trader. And I'll break it down for you. If you're not sure, you're probably sure who Tiger is. You've probably heard his name. If you don't know the story, he had one of the best comeback stories in all of sports history, where a few years ago, he was rated as one of the worst professional golfers in existence on planet Earth and rose all the way to the top after having 4 surgeries. What he did was just use 3 skills to do it. He just won the Masters. And it's 3 skills that you need to use every day as a professional trader. The 3 skills: number 1, control emotion. Number 2, strategy. Number 3, discipline. Discipline meaning you follow the first 2 no matter what. So if you know golf, or even if you don't, controlling emotion in trading is monumental. It's more important than strategy. It's what often leads you to gamble. And if you're not sure that you're gambling, just look at your money. Have you won more or lost more? There's a pretty big chance that you lost more, and that means you're just gambling. So you need to have a strategy. The emotion and strategy are really go hand in hand. So Tiger, as he approached, he controlled emotion throughout the entire tournament. He didn't get too greedy in spots. He always stayed level-headed. He didn't get too emotional when things started to pick up. He stayed level-headed. And the entire time, he had a clear-cut strategy. He knew exactly what he was going to do on certain holes, and he knew exactly what he wasn't going to do on other holes. And no matter what happened, he controlled his emotion and he controlled his strategy better than every other human. That's why he won. And number 3, that discipline. He was so disciplined that he constantly focused on controlling emotion and his strategy, no matter what outside circumstances came in, just like a professional trader. Those are only 3 skills you have to make substantial substantially more money than you're making now. That's it. 3 things: control emotion, strategy, discipline. So many people are focused on all of these complex scenarios, and they're not focused on the things that actually matter. Oh, Steve, how about the hyperwave? How about this theory? How about the Elliott wave theory? How about this theory and that theory? And how about this scenario and this piece of news and this chart? And oh, this person said this and this person said that. This person said to the moon. This person said crash. This person. It's every day, and it's all day bombarded with all this different social media things. Just set that all directly in the garbage and focus on just 3 things: controlling emotion, strategy, and discipline. And I guarantee you will make substantially more money than you've ever made in your entire life with investing. All the other stuff is just noise. That's it. Just noise. So I wanted to share that with you. It's very, very, very powerful. And it's something that you can use for the rest of your life with investing. And Tiger, if you're watching this, you have the skill set to really dominate crypto. I know you don't need any more money, but maybe you can teach your kids. You've got a couple kids, but that's the skill set that you need to dominate crypto or any market, and Tiger has it. Okay, a quick difference. A lot of people are like, Steve, I'm watching your YouTube videos and I'm going to try to guess on when to buy and guess on when to sell. My YouTube videos are focused on learning. Every time you watch my YouTube video, you learn. Every time you watch my YouTube video, you say, wow, I get it. Steve keeps it so simple. I understand. My classes are simple like that, but I teach you how to make money. If you want to make money, you take my classes. Don't guess, don't gamble, don't assume. Guessing and assuming are really terrible things. You're better off at the casino flipping on black or red. This is a tough game, but if you want to learn how to make money, you take my classes. My YouTube videos are focused on learning, right? Oh, the next update. This is really critical, and it goes to what we were saying before. If you really want to focus on making money, take all that noise and put it in the garbage. Specifically, Telegram. Telegram is unregulated, and it's an absolute mess. If you want to lose a bunch of money, go on Telegram. Join all these different chat rooms. I guarantee you will lose much more than you're losing now. Telegram, simply put, is poison. You shouldn't spend 1 second of your day ever or of your life on Telegram unless you want to lose a lot of money. So just be clear, there's way too many scams on Telegram. It's completely unregulated. Twitter, regulated. Facebook, regulated. In terms of scams, they're really good. Telegram is a trash can for scams. It's ridiculous. So don't spend 1 second of your life there unless you want to lose a lot of money. Just take that words of wisdom. It could save you a ton of money. And this part is really fascinating. When we were back here and in the start of this bear market, we didn't have a big voice, right? We had just basically started on YouTube, and I wanted to come on because I saw everybody about to get destroyed with the bear market, and a lot of people didn't want to believe there was a bear market. And I tried to tell people, but we just didn't have a powerful voice then. And you guys, you stuck with me. You stuck with me through this whole time, and we went on this ride together, and I really appreciate that. And now we're starting to gain a voice that's incredibly powerful in the crypto space, and we've been together through this journey. Maybe you didn't believe me about the bear market before, and also back here we called for a bottom around 3,005, and I basically got death threats that 3,005 is ridiculous and I should be killed. But you stuck with me. And now we have a bigger voice, and we're growing into something so powerful, so incredible. This community that we're creating is unlike anything else. We really believe on keeping it simple. We really believe on controlling emotion. We believe throwing that news in the garbage. We believe in focusing on the facts. We believe in looking left. We believe on evidence in the charts and not opinions. And that's what we have in common, and that's really powerful stuff. You know, over the past 4 months, every single video we've launched, every single one has over 30,000 views. And nobody's done that in crypto. That's really powerful. You have been here every step of the way and given those thumbs up right away, boom, and leaving comments, positive comments. Incredible. We're building something so different than everybody else that's, oh, this to the moon, that to the moon. Oh, I'm going to take paid ads and tell you about this exchange and that exchange and this ICO and interview with this guy and this Bitcoin thing and that and this, and all lying to you guys. That's total BS. We will never, ever have paid ads. I will never be paid for my words, ever. These videos are my opinion and my opinion only, and they will stay that way forever. Every single day, people are offering me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every day to put an ad in here. Every day. Turn it down every day. In fact, I don't even respond to anybody. I just delete them all. So if you're trying to convince me to promote some ridiculous coin or some ridiculous exchange and lie to my fans, hell no. Don't email me. Don't email me. So that's what our channel stands for, and we're building something incredibly powerful. And I just wanted to extend a special thank you from the bottom of my heart, because this is really incredible what we're building here. Oh, and the giving thing. Let me know in the comments. This is really important. We talked about in the past video about the giving. I want to hear your story about it. Oh, and then one more thing. So this, I shared with you guys many months ago when we used to do videos about 15 minutes to 18 minutes. And it took me 6.5 hours, because I make incredibly, really pure videos, really thoughtful videos, really educational videos, really pristine, high quality videos. And they used to take me 6.5 hours, but that's when we were doing 15 to 18 minute videos. Right now we're at minute 46. These videos take me 3 days. They take me 3 days, and I see some comments, Steve, please do some more. Please do more videos. I don't want to release crap, ever. I don't believe in that. I'm not going to, a lot of people put videos out every day, so obviously they don't spend 3 days to make their video. I do. I want to put out, when I put out a video, it's meaningful. When I put out a video, it's impactful. When I put out a video, you say, wow, I saw that in the charts. I get it. I see it. I understand it, because I always deliver a clear message, clear and concise, and we will always do that. So I'm never going to release crap. I know you want more videos. I don't believe in releasing crap. So we're going to stick to it, and hopefully we can try to maneuver some time to make some different types of videos where I could do it a little bit less than 3 days, because it's I put my blood, sweat, and tears, and put it in perspective. It takes me 3 days to make this. It takes me 3 months to make each class series. The intermediate class series took 3 months. The advanced class series took 3 months. The pro, 3 months. I don't mess around. I don't put out crap. That's why our classes literally are changing lives every day. So that's how we're going to proceed to run the business and really focus on giving, keeping it simple, education. That's what we're all about. So I appreciate your support. Quick update on my son. He is going to be 2 months old on Sunday. Very exciting. Maybe we'll throw a little party. But he's at the point where, if you have kids, he's at the point where he is really making eye contact, smiling, and talking. Baby language, but he's telling stories. So it's exciting. And thank you for all your continued support. And I will see you back here on Wednesday. Wednesdays are our day. We just spent an incredible time together going through the charts, learning, education. Now you get it. Now you see that big picture, and that's exciting. So I'll see you right back here on Wednesday. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or email me about the classes. But I look forward to changing more lives. Pretty sure we're going to mint some millionaires in this next bull run with the classes. My students made it really unfair money in this bear market. We made a lot of money in this bear market, and it's going to be ridiculously unfair how much money my students are going to make in this bull market. I'm convinced we're going to mint some millionaires, and that's going to be exciting. Just got the chills thinking about it. I can't wait to get that first email. Steve, you made me a millionaire. That's going to be that's what I live for. So I look forward to seeing you back here on Wednesday. Have a beautiful week. Remember to give, and I'll see you right back here next Wednesday. Peace and love to the Crypto Crew.